This is In the Dirt with ASOTU.
Hey, we are here with Jamie Oldershaw, the general manager of DealerRater, and you have a longer title than I remember, VP of Reputation Strategy at Cars.com.
That works.
Jamie, it's so good to be with you again.
Good to be back with you guys. Nice to be with you in person.
I know, right? Yeah, the last time we did this, we got everything that we shared shown on government documents at some point.
We
That's
did.
right. They took our podcast,
official.
used that as an official source in the NADA's response to the CFPB thing. Like, that was a good time.
I know. I mean, any marketing is good marketing, right?
That's beyond marketing. That's a matter of public records.
It is
our
public
grandchildren
records.
will be able to find us because of that.
That's
right. That's how I like to think about it. Well, thanks for spending some time with us. It's good to be on the floor. There's so much going on when it comes to consumer experience, and you have a very unique view in the industry because you're kind of the funnel point where a lot of people happen to tell you what they thought about their journey. So what's that looking like in early 2023?
Well, 2023 is the year that we're going to go bigger and deeper with the content that we collect. I mean, it's such a thrill to be part of the Cars.com platform because the opportunity that we have now to collect data across so many different touch points and the Cars.com platform journey and that sort of connected suite of the marketplace and the website solutions, and so we're really taking it to the next level with leveraging the platform to collect broader and deeper data across automotive. So
what does that mean?
So what's exciting for us is that, I mean, look, Google reviews, we all know it's a one-click, right? Maybe you can share a few words about the experience. That's not helpful to car dealers. We want to be able to, we're automotive specific. We're experts in the industry. We think it's much more helpful to collect data across various dimensions of the experience. I think one of the things that's a huge competitive advantage for cars is that we enable dealers to compete on dimensions other than just price. And so we're collecting feedback now on price transparency and the trade-in experience and the financing experience and speed of transaction. We just launched what we call a micro survey where we're just asking consumers to just click a star rating on the lead handling experience, right? So every lead submitter on Cars.com gets an email 3 days later that just asks them to share their experience, like how did the dealer do responding to your lead?
I love that.
And what we found is that 30% of the folks who respond to us say that the dealer never responded to them. So 70% of dealers are responding, and this is across 50,000 responses so far in 3 months. So we're getting a ton of data that we can now take back to dealers and say, hey, you may think you're doing a great job. 50,000 responses.
Okay, so
that's 15,000 unresponded leads.
I was like, he did the math. That's amazing.
Once in a while.
It's easy.
That kind of blows my. I'm like, okay, so if we took those 15,000 people and I just handed them to a BDC right now, could I sell enough cars this month at a brand new dealership that I own?
Funnel that
Let's
down.
go. Just funnel that to me. I'll be good, right?
We gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, what we want to do is take this data and not only say like, holy cow, there's a problem, but also like, here's how you can fix it. And what's cool is that now we can take that data to a dealer and say, like, here are the 10 leads that you didn't respond to this month. And by the way, here are the, here they are. Here are the email addresses. Here are the people. Now go to your BDC and figure like who dropped the ball, where's the process gap. So that's what I mean when I talk about going not only sort of broader with how we collect the data, but deeper in the dimensions of the consumer experience that we collect data on.
Well, that's real time and that's real time feedback that triggers results, right? If I'm a dealer and I was able to know 3 days after that nobody's gotten back to that person, maybe it's a drop-in process, or maybe there's a technology issue where we're not getting through to the customer.
Something's not right. That's probably very likely in a lot of cases.
All of a sudden, I've got the opportunity to go make decisions in my business to really impact the bottom line based on real customer feedback. I think that the way you said that and the way you set that up is basically what a Google or DealerRater or Facebook review does is tell us what we did in the past. Right. What does that mean to what we're going to do right now with that customer is what you're now offering up to dealers?
Yeah, we're going to launch what we call the experience review. In fact, we have sort of a prototype of it here at the show where we're mining the data from millions of reviews to bring insights to dealers. Say, hey, you might think that everything's great, but here's some areas where you're not doing so
Right.
well.
These are
right?
not
and
anecdotal.
And look, this is not
Right.
Cars.com saying like you're bad or you need help, but it's the voice. We're channeling the voice of the customer, providing actionable insights back to the dealers. And most importantly, we want to help them to track it over time, right? So it's not just like, hey, you have a problem, see you later. We'll be back next month to see how you did and give you information along the way to help you along that journey of process improvement, which is so important to automotive. We take a lot of pride in being that sort of trusted, transparent voice of the customer.
Are you seeing any opportunity to do that across the store? Because I'm imagining, let's just say I'm a store that gets 100, Cars.com leads a month. I'm probably getting another, 800 to 1,500 leads that I need to understand what's going on with. Have you looked at like where can we plug this into other ecosystems within the dealership or into the CRM or anything like that? Or maybe I'm just tossing you up a product idea.
Yeah. Well, no, I think we want to be sort of, the definitive voice of the customer. So we're going to be looking across all potential touch points where we can collect consumer data on the experience. Even if it's off the Cars.com platform, we want to get that experience data because we think we're uniquely qualified to then translate that data, help the dealers understand where they need to improve. And to get back to the Cars platform for a little bit, I think what's also helpful as we think about other ways to use the data is that we can use this sort of rich data to help curate the marketplace experience as well. Because as a platform, we want to make sure that we're sending consumers to dealers that we know are treating the customers the way that they expect to be treated and the way that we expect them to be treated.
It's your reputation on the line as well, right?
Yeah,
it's
our stamp.
We don't think about that. And we talked about yesterday, even from an OEM standpoint, that when people buy a Ford or an F-150 at Bob's Ford, right? A lot of them think they bought it at Ford, right? Like they bypass the Bob's part, and so Ford's reputation is online. But if I go to Cars.com to look for a car, like there is a level of the threat of Cars.com that's still sending them to the end dealer, and they're going to rate their experience with Cars.com somewhat based on their experience with the dealer. So I think the way you were saying, like, hey, how can we champion the process all the way through to make sure and give feedback in real time to make sure what they get at the end is something good, because your business depends on that as well.
Yeah, it's a two-sided marketplace. We want everyone to win, but the Cars reputation is on the line when we send a lead to a dealer. It comes from Cars.com. If the dealer drops the ball, it's not so great for the our platform. So we want to make sure that we're.
I don't know if you're one of these unicorn people that actually doesn't buy things, but I'm guessing you're a consumer in the rest of life.
I'm a true consumer. Yeah.
How are you utilizing your experiences at coffee shops and businesses and retailers and things like that to kind of influence? Have you taken some of the things that other verticals or other industries are doing and started to influence the way that you're operating within the automotive ecosystem, or can you point to something like that?
I write a lot of reviews because I always love to see the technology and what's the experience and how's it used. And I think I'm a product guy at heart, and so I like to take the things that I like the best about different experiences that I get from all the things that I buy across, both online and offline.
Are you one of those super reviewers, like you have some badges and icons?
No, I don't spend a lot of time on Yelp, but I do some Google stuff, and I visit some other sort of non-automotive platforms.
But you get stuff, you get emails, you're like, I'm in. Let's see
but I get emails to see what the experience is like. Is it easy? And we like to sort of take the best of everything that we see and put it forth. But I think it's important if you're in this business to make sure that you're always trying to be a student of what you're trying to profess. And so it's a lot of fun. It's a great industry. I love being a part of it, and I'm excited about all the good stuff we're going to be getting into this.
So good. Well, Jamie, thank you so much for spending a few time. I know this won't be the last time.
I hope not.
Thanks for sitting down with us for a few minutes, and we'll start working on the next government document we can all get into together.
Sounds good. Happy to help.
Thanks for watching this episode of In the Dirt with ASOTU. If you're new to our channel, make sure and mash that like and subscribe button. Also, check out some of these links for our other great podcasts and content.